Hey there, welcome to Neighbors from Hell. I'm Shannon. Today's juicy theme, roommates. And of course, roommates are never dramatic. They always live in perfect harmony, right? Joining me today are two amazing humans, who've both experienced the chaotic magic of living with others. Not with each other, but with actual roommates. We've got Angela and Rena here. Honestly, being part of the Smush cast, it's pretty much one step away from full-blown cohabitation. We basically are roommates. Smash House vibes. Content roommates. We exist in this one studio room. This bed, mine. That corner, also mine. Yeah, bro, obviously. So, how do you guys really feel about the whole roommate thing? For me, this is one of the biggest categories on Reddit for a reason. It's like boom suddenly. You're talking boundaries, trust, unspoken expectations, all of it clashing under one leaky roof. It sounds romantic living with your besties, but then you get into the nitty-gritty. Dishes, guests, loud music at 3 a.m. It loses its shine real fast. Honestly, being roommates is probably more complex than being in a relationship. Seriously, living together, that's the final boss of compatibility tests. Before I got married, I had a short stint with roommates. I always joke about it. My setup was basically a converted storage room behind a house, kind of a makeshift studio. On one hand, it's air conditioning, the smell of old paint, but hey, I had my own door. The kitchen though, that's where the drama lived. The fridge, straight up war zone. But I will say, most of my roommates were decent people. I probably had 7 or 8 different folks rotate through in 1 year. Only a few chill. Now, today, we're diving into a messy roommate tale. Buckle up. First post is titled, Am I Overreacting? I installed a lockbox for my cheese, and now my roommate says I'm tearing the house apart. Yes, you heard that right. A cheese lockbox. So this guy, 24 years old, lives with 2 other people, a 30-year-old dude and a 27-year-old woman. The guy, totally fine. The woman, fridge ninja, takes everything, doesn't even like half of it, just eats because it's there. The final betrayal, his sacred cheese, brought by his mom every time she visits from his home country. Can't find it here. He hid it behind the milk. Classic stealth move, but poof, gone. She goes, oh come on, it's just cheese. No ma'am. That cheese was his happiness in dairy form. So, he went full rogue, bought a fridge-safe combo lock, threw in his cheese, his bougie yogurt, cold brew, and dark chocolate, labeled it, unauthorized entry equals act of war. Now she's accusing him of destroying house unity and being passive-aggressive, but come on, he was chill until the cheese theft broke him. He even joked he's close to hiding air in his hummus. That's when you know you've snapped. Let's be real. I've had roommates. Never once considered touching someone else's food. I don't get that. Sure, if there's an understanding, we share condiments, milk, eggs, cool. But stealing your roommate's rare import cheese, that's villain energy. That stuff is like the wine of dairy, rare, expensive, sentimental. To be fair, labeling it an act of war might have been a little intense. Maybe a cheeky sticker would have landed better, like a picture of a cheese wedge wearing sunglasses. No touchy. But I get it. He was provoked. People have limits. Also ventilation. For a fridge box, is that a thing? I imagine it's just a big clear container. Apparently it's see-through so his roommate can see the forbidden snacks. That's next. Psychological warfare. Evil genius. And listen, he says, it's all good now. She's even taking him out for lunch. He's not giving up the lockbox though. He enjoys watching her stare longingly at his triple cream brie through plastic bars. Comments were wild. Someone said they were the Dairy King back when they were in jail. Another person wants a lockbox now just because the cheese. It's from a small village. Real stuff. Not that store-bought knockoff. Anyway, we've got more chaotic stories to come, but next time, just remember, some cheeses are sacred and some roommates, they need to keep their hands off the Gouda. When it comes to non-stop adventure, Audible delivers every type of thrill at the tap of a button. Whether you're craving jaw-clenching suspense, wild quests, terrifying horror, heartfelt romance, or journeys into the unknown, Audible's got you covered. And believe me, the options are endless. Not only can you find thousands of audiobooks, but they also offer tons of podcasts and Audible exclusive originals. As a member, you can pick one top-selling or newly released audiobook each month to keep forever. Personally, I've gone through a bunch of psychology titles, stuff like Radical Acceptance and Thinking Fast and Slow. It's pretty great being able to soak up wisdom while washing dishes or strolling through the neighborhood. I've been using Audible for years. It's honestly hard for me to even hit the gym or hop in the car without a book playing in my ears. It's that good. So, if you're ready to find out what's hiding just past the edge of your seat, give Audible a try. New members can check it out free for 30 days and jump into a new world of stories and surprises. Just head to audible.com/SRS or send a text with SRS to 500,500. That's audible.com/SRS or text SRS to 500,500. Okay, back to the chaos. Our next Reddit story is pulled straight from relationship advice. Title: My roommate keeps referring to my boyfriend as our boyfriend. Right, I know. We're not just doing fridge stories today, folks. Although fridges are never not chaotic. Speaking of which, today we've got two chilly appliances with me. They're fast, loud, and totally full of cold takes. And if you see them running, we should probably go catch them. Anyway. So the poster, let's call her. Zoe is 19 and has been dating Will 24 about 6 months now. It's her first truly serious and healthy relationship, and she's thrilled about it. They're from the same hometown but go to universities 2 hours apart. Will visits her more often because A, he has a car, B, most of his classes are still online, and C, her apartment is way nicer than his. Makes sense, right? Whenever he's in town, he stays with her for a few days. Her roommates are cool with it, and Will is super helpful. He'll cook, clean, take out the trash, even make breakfast. All sounds perfect. Until you meet her roommate, Cass. Cass, also 19, had a messy breakup back in September. Ever since, she's been acting odd. Whenever Will cooks, and includes the roommates, Cass gushes about how amazing he is and says stuff like, "My ex would never." Zoe and Will try to comfort her, saying she'll find someone eventually. But Cass stares at Will a bit too long. Then there's the flirting. If he helps hang a shelf or moves something heavy, she'll linger nearby and mention how fit he is. When Zoe and Will try to have time alone, Cass either invites herself along or sends, "Where are you?" texts through their roommate safety app. And if he so much as walks to the kitchen, boom, Cass suddenly appears. They've resorted to locking the bedroom door at night, just in case. One night after midterms, Cass wanted a chill night in with the roommates. A couple of drinks, some movies. Zoe doesn't drink much, so she got tipsy quickly and started calling Will. That's when Cass grabbed the phone, started talking loudly about her sex life, and asked Will wildly inappropriate things like, "You better hit it deep." No joke. And she wasn't even fully drunk, just her usual chaotic self. And this isn't new. Cass constantly jokes that Will is our boyfriend. She laughs, but Zoe's clearly uncomfortable. Will too. He's been doing everything possible to avoid Cass or shut down her weird remarks. Zoe's wondering whether to confront her. On the one hand, she's really uncomfortable, but on the other, Cass might just laugh it off or act defensive. Maybe even retaliate. Look, the signs are neon bright. This isn't just a joke. Cass is crushing hard on Will. Sure, Will seems like the dream guy. We all want one like him, but that doesn't make him your boyfriend. Cass, he belongs to Zoe, not us. Someone in the comments said Zoe should clearly state, "He's my boyfriend, not yours." Set that boundary. And if Cass pushes to tag along on dates, say no. Straight up. We're having a night out, just us. That's healthy. That's normal. Another commenter suggested talking to the other roommates first. Get a sense of how they see Cass's behavior. That way, when things come to a head, Zoe has support. And when Cass inevitably tries to spin it because she won't be alone. Now, update time. Turns out Zoe talked to her roommate Jen, and before she could even finish a sentence, Jen went, "Yeah, we know Cass has been weird." Jen and Eva, the fourth roommate, had already talked about it. Apparently, Jen even tried to privately confront Cass after Will's last visit, but Cass deflected in her usual incoherent way. Fast forward to Will's next visit, Cass got extra hyped. She even told Jen she was planning a movie night with Will while Zoe was out taking a biochem exam. Picked Sinister 2 of all things. As if that's the vibe. Once Will arrived, Cass immediately tried the whole "where's my hug" routine. Jen intercepted with a hug of her own MVP, and Zoe and Will darted into her room. On day 2, while Zoe was out, Cass tried the movie move. Will stayed in the room. Throughout the visit, Zoe and Will shut down all the comments. "He's my boyfriend, that's not okay." Eventually, Will refused to even speak to Cassie. Was afraid he'd snap. Then came the finale. While Zoe was in the shower, Cass walked into the bedroom in her underwear and robe. Told Will, "I know you're just playing hard to get." Will flipped, shouted at her to get out. Eva and Jen heard and dragged Cass away, crying and furious. She even called Zoe a skinny B***. She on the way out. That night, Cass was taken to a friend's place. Her parents eventually picked her up, packed most of her things, and said they'd handle the rest including rent payments. They even left apology pastries. Sweet, but wow. Zoe and Will decided not to file a report, just let the family take care of it. Hopefully, this is the end of it. Why you? It's a little sad. Cass clearly isn't doing well mentally. But when someone crosses that many boundaries, you can't just chalk it up to a crush. You have to protect yourself, your relationship, and your peace. And that's exactly what Zoe and Will did. Honestly, shout out to Jen and Eva for backing them up, and thank God they didn't have to escalate it legally. That was wild. Now can we please go back to fridge drama? Coming up next, am I the a-hole for finding out I've been unknowingly paying rent to my husband and his mom for 2 years? What? Let's get into it. Whoa, let's get into it. Whoa, hold up, wait a second, that's your shared money he's using. And nobody thought to tell her he's literally just robbing his wife, blind. That's what this is. And the worst part, he has the nerve to turn around and say, "You're making a big deal out of nothing just because I didn't explain where the money went. Oh, I'm so sorry for not randomly asking. Hey babe, did you secretly buy a house without me? Am I on the deed or nah?" Like, how would she have even known to ask that? If your partner, your spouse, buys real estate and doesn't even mention it to you, that's not just shady. That's relationship sabotage. She's financially liable for that property and didn't even know it for 2 whole years. This kind of deception, it's emotional betrayal. It's right up there with cheating. Honestly, making huge financial decisions without your partner. That's not just disrespect, that's manipulation. And then brushing it off like, well, you didn't ask. Oh, okay, so by that logic, you cheated on me. Well, you didn't ask if I was with anyone else. Like, come on, you don't want a wife, you want a tenant. And the kicker, he told her, the person on the deed was just a family friend. Spoiler alert, it was him. Someone in the comments even said, "I bet she's the only one paying rent." And OBP confirmed it. Yeah, I never saw any of his payments. Starting to feel like I was footing the whole thing alone. That's beyond betrayal. One person said, "Girl, I'd be scribbling divorce papers in a sparkly Lisa Frank notebook." This screams financial manipulation and overgrown mama's boy energy. Imagine being married, thinking you're paying joint rent, and turns out, you're just the renter in your own damn marriage. This guy literally made her a roommate in his investment property without ever telling her. That's not just shady. That's calculated. You didn't marry a husband, you married a landlord. With benefits. And someone else chimed in like, actually, since she's been paying toward the house upkeep all this time, she might be entitled to equity. They're married, that makes it a marital asset. She needs a lawyer, like yesterday. If she's been paying the mortgage, which she has, then it's no longer just his mom's house. That's a shared financial interest. Now, and the fact that he made that deal with his mother and didn't clue in his own wife. Phew, that's peak boy mom nonsense. And you know how she found out. His mom let it slip. At a freaking barbecue. What were they even grilling? Secrets, I can't. This feels so deliberately sneaky, just full-on evil. I'm mad for her. I hate this guy. I do, truly, hate him. No update yet. Sadly, this was posted pretty recently, so I'm guessing they're too busy lawyering up. Hopefully. What am I even supposed to do? And Yano, thanks. I really don't want to end up featured on some true crime podcast. Seriously, this has helped me more than I can say. Whoa, dude, update alert. Update. I'm circling back because honestly, we didn't really get deep into it before. Yep, patience. This is creepy. She barely even knew these people. She just kind of moved in. Then out of nowhere, boom, she leaves a text that basically says, "I know you're after my boyfriend." Total 180 from the previous situation, right? The last one. That one had a roommate clearly flirting with the boyfriend. But now, this is a whole different vibe. Now we're in suspicious territory. It's like, suddenly she's serving SMOTHIES ... And then the girl's hair starts falling out. Yet this is exactly the kind of thing people hear and go, okay, no more random roommate situations for me. This is why people avoid Facebook Marketplace like the plague. But still, for every one of these there are 10 success stories, normal people out there just looking for a decent roommate. And then, you get this. Side note, did you ever notice the word movie is in smoothie? Wait, what? No, it's not. It's really not. Smoothie is not movie. It's like, smoothie starts with SM, not MV. No, but like, in my head, I kind of always felt like the word movie was hidden inside smoothie. But it's not. Yeah, there's an M and an O, and that's about where the similarities end. You know what's hilarious? We've just covered a story about potential poisoning and the comments are all going to be about that. People are going to be like, Angela's right, there's a duck, and movie isn't smoothie. What? Sorry, it's been a very long day. Let me get back on track. Big day. We filmed 8 episodes today. Yep, it's a marathon. Another comment came in. In addition to getting your blood in the smoothie tested, you should keep accepting the smoothies Togo, then just toss them when you're out of sight. If she really is this unhinged, don't let her know you're suspicious. Who knows what she'd try next. Also, even if the tests come back clean, still keep tossing them. It could help pinpoint if the smoothies are causing any symptoms of it. It's not poisoning. And yeah, someone suggested setting up a hidden camera in the kitchen to catch how she's making them. If there's heavy metal in that drink, the hospital staff will be able to tell. This is next level. Like sparkly, shiny, silver smoothies. What is she even drinking? Okay, real talk. She needs to start packing. Like yesterday, poisoning or not, just that text alone is enough reason to leave. Absolutely. A text like that, time to find a new place. Totally. And another thing with a couple is its own kind of risky. I know moving is hard. We don't know her finances. But if you even slightly think your life's in danger, that someone might be secretly hurting you. Girl, leave. Get out, immediately. And the scariest part is, sometimes your brain just refuses to accept it, but that's why I appreciate Reddit. Someone will say, this is nuts, right? And Reddit's like, no, girl, go to the hospital, now. At the very least, rule stuff out. Because as unbelievable as it sounds, stuff like this really happens. People do poison each other. Rare, sure, but not impossible. True crime stories have to come from somewhere, and look, just the fact that she got that random text alone. That's already a red flag. It's basically a declaration of war. If someone sends you that kind of accusation, it's not a huge leap to think they might act on it. Okay, update. What's the guess? Something had to be in that smoothie. Hair loss, headaches. Come on, thank you to everyone who checked in on me. The support means a lot. So I did go to the hospital the day after posting. Took the smoothie with me. They couldn't test the drink, but they did run word. Said anything suspicious would show up in that. Long story short, turns out, my roommate had been mixing in creatine or protein powder into my smoothies. She admitted it. Said she was trying to make me bulk up so I wouldn't be attractive to her boyfriend anymore. Apparently, I'm allergic. That explains the headaches, stomach pain, and possibly the hair falling out. So, technically, not poison, just some manipulative sabotage. Trying to make me buff. Cool. But that's not even the worst part. During the blood tests, they discovered I have leukemia. It's been really hard to take in because of this. I'm moving back home so I can start treatment surrounded by family. This is not how I thought things would play out, but maybe it's a blessing in disguise. I don't know, but I do believe I'll be okay. Wow, that's heartbreaking, but the way she phrased it, maybe it's a good thing, makes me think they caught it early. I'm not a doctor either, but I know leukemia is brutal. Could that be what was causing the symptoms all along? But from her words, it sounds like it was the allergy triggering everything, and going to the hospital because of that allergy, ... That's how they found the cancer. It's just -mind-blowing. Cancer can stay hidden for so long. No symptoms at all sometimes. And let's be real, getting blood work done in our system. It's not easy or fast. If she hadn't thought she was being poisoned, ... she probably wouldn't have gotten tested, and wouldn't have known. My heart truly goes out to her. And let's just acknowledge trying to sabotage someone by making them bulky. What is this? A 2000s teen drama? It's so childish. Also, creatine doesn't even work like that. I think she thinks it's some magic ugly juice. Still, thank goodness she went in and got checked. That twist, completely wild. Okay. Final story. Angela, this one's for you. My roommate is convinced he has unlimited garlic powder. That's right, infinite garlic powder. I already love it. This came from our true of my chest. They've lived together a little over 2 years. Early on, the poster noticed the roommate was obsessed with garlic powder. He put it on everything. They put it on everything. Each had their own bottles. His was a medium one, and OBP had the industrial size kind you'd see in a restaurant. One day, the roommate's bottle got low, so OP started secretly refilling it just a bit each week, so it never dipped below halfway. He kept his own bottle hidden in the back of the pantry so the guy wouldn't suspect anything. Then, just yesterday, the roommate says casually, I don't get it. This garlic powder won't run out. I think it's infinite. Op nearly cracked up but didn't say a word. Problem is, they have to move out soon. Landlord's selling the place. Now OP's torn. Should he tell the truth? Or let the magic live on? It's perfect. Wholesome. It's a prank, but a kind one. A generous one. It's like those tiny pranks where someone moves a coworker's desk an inch every day until it's across the room. Harmless, but hilarious. Garlic powder's cheap. It's even more unexpected. That roommate legit thinks he owns a magical bottle, and he's just so chill about it. Yeah, I guess it's magic. I love that. And now they're splitting up, but Opie is taking it so seriously. I have to break the news to him. Dude, he'll just buy a new one. Commenters are saying, please don't tell him. Let this be something he randomly brings up years from now. Like, one time I had a garlic bottle that never ran out. Because honestly, magic is rare for adults, and OBP has a chance to make someone believe in it. That's beautiful. OP responded, this is my favorite comment, and now I'm conflicted. Someone joked, what if you tell him the bottle disappeared because he did something to offend the garlic gods? Another suggestion, leave a note inside the bottle for when it's empty. It was me all along. Love, Zach. Or just write Santa Claus, or Garlic Santa. Even better, put creatine in it. Bulk him up. Kidding, or are we? Update, OP decided to steal the garlic bottle while the roommate's packing so he never discovers the truth. Wants to preserve the myth of the magic garlic. Honestly, fair. He gave so much garlic over 2 years. I'd say it balances out. OP should just gift him a new bottle with a note. Hope this one's magic too. Even if it's not, it's the thought that counts. I love the idea of someone picking up a $2 spice and whispering, this holds mystical powers. We should try something like this, something low-key. Who can we garlic? We'll figure it out. Next prank. Generous and kind. You and Angela's mom. That's a wrap. Thanks for hanging out. Let us know what subreddit themes you want next. Hopefully you don't have nightmare roommates. See you next Saturday. Bye.